Hello, I am Alexandra Gerard in Foundations of Marketing. I will be explaining a few key elements in Chapter 8 of Global Markets. The date is April the 6th, 2020. The time is 11:20 p.m. I apologize for this presentation if I misspell any words or if I pronounce any words wrong. For this presentation, I will give you a couple seconds between each topic to make sure you are following along. Expanding into global markets is nearly a necessity for companies as markets change. However, it is not easy for companies as prices vary in different countries. In correlation to, the difference in what customers need in one country may be different than that of another. Some basic terms for understanding global markets may include the following: importing, bringing goods from another country into your own, and exporting, sending your goods to another country. These two terms are very basic. However, these are not the only terms that you may need to know. A few more may include trade deficient. The country imports more than it exports. Trade deficits can damage an economy that cannot make as much money as they are spending. The opposite but parallel term would be trade surplus. Trade surplus happens when the country exports more than they can take in. Understanding both of these terms can help evaluate the economic wealth of a country. A firm would rather prefer a country with trade surplus, as it signals a greater opportunity to export products to more markets. Another way to evaluate a country's economy is through GDP and GNI. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. GNI stands for Gross National Income. But what does this mean? GDP is a market value of goods and services produced by a country in 1 year. This does not include a car being resold to another person, but rather the first initial time that something is manufactured, as in when the car is being made in a factory. GNI consists of GDP plus net income earned from investments abroad. An American company has income in China from their stores. We will refer to this later on in the video. The last term to know for evaluating economies is the acronym PPP, or Purchasing Power Parity. It is a theory used by economists that states if exchange power rates of two countries are in equilibrium, then a product purchased in one will cost the same in another. That does not mean that $100 would be 100 yen in Japan. Exchange rates would apply. What is the value of $100 in yen? To the next topic we will begin. There are different strategies for global markets. I will be covering 4 in this presentation. The first is franchising, a contractual agreement between a firm, franchisor, and franchisee. Allows business operations using the name and business format, supported by the franchisor. A second strategy is strategic alliances. Collaborative relationships between independent firms through partnering firms do not create equity partnership, so they do not invest in one another. An example would be Twitter and Yahoo, as seen in the picture. The third strategy is joint ventures. They are formed when a firm entering a market pools its resources with a local firms, much like Starbucks entering China. And on to the final strategy for companies that I will be covering today: direct investments. Direct investments requires a firm to maintain 100% ownership of its plants, operational faculties, and offices in foreign countries. While these are company-related strategies, there are product strategies, and they will be covered in the following. Number 1. Sell the same product in the host country and the home country, also known as globalization. You would take one product that you would sell in the USA, like we'll say a specialized perfume, and you would sell it in a host country, sell the same perfume in Japan. This is known as globalization. Number 2. Sell similar product with minor adaptations in the host country. Now, this perfume, it may have a different bottle, or it may be given a coupon with it that will not be in the home country or USA. Number 3. Sell totally new products in the host country than the home country. This perfume bottle that you are visualizing right now, you will not be selling this in Japan. Instead, you will be selling a completely new item that is a different scent, or possibly not even perfume, but it is the same business. That is the third strategy. However, you must be careful, because there are different cultural aspects that may be different in other parts of the world. Maybe in Japan, they do not accept this sort of perfume as the Americans would. So it is very important to respect a company or country's cultural differences. It is an important, right ethical choice. Lastly, in the following presentation, I will be talking about the last possibility: segmentation, targeting, and positioning process. Number 1. Establish strategy or objectives. Number 2. Use segmentation methods. This may include geographic, demographic, psychographic, benefit, behavioral, or geodemographic. Number 3. Evaluate segment attractiveness. Number 4. Select target market. This can include micro-marketing or one-to-one. Number 5. Identify and develop positioning strategy. This will be all that I will cover today. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great week. Please make sure to wash your hands whenever you go out, and stay safe. I wish you all the best, and I wish you well. Goodbye.